ArcGIS story maps combine text, maps, and other multimedia content to provide an interactive narrative that really engages people. I'm looking at some story maps that have been created by other organizations. There are story maps about events, others about locations, and there are even some story maps that don't include any maps at all. I'd like to create a quick story map that showcases some points of interest in my city. I've gathered together some content for my story map like text, photos, and a link to a video that I'd like to include. So let's start building our very first story map. And the first thing that I have to do is add in a title, subtitle, and then also an image. Next, I'm going to add in a header. And then below the header, I want to add in some more text. Now, I want to include a map that shows 3 points of interest in my town. And to do this, I'm going to create an express map. To add points to my express map, I simply search for a location and add it to my map. So the first location is the Kelly Griggs Museum. The second location is the State Theater. And the third location is the Downtown Farmers Market. If I wanted to, I could add in additional text or add in arrows or draw some shapes. I'm just going to add my express map as is. So now that I have my express map added, you can see that it's an interactive map and the user can hover on different features, zoom in, zoom out, and pan. So let's provide the reader with some additional information about each of the points of interest. And first up is going to be the Kelly Griggs Museum. Now, the museum maintains a Facebook page that I want to embed, and because the museum updates this Facebook page pretty frequently with hours and special events. So I'm just going to embed a link to that Facebook page in my story map. And the second point of interest that I'd like to include is for the State Theater. Here's some content. And then I actually found a nice picture of the iconic State Theater sign that I want to include. And then below that, I actually want to include a link to the State Theater box office in case anyone wants to actually go see a show there. So the text will be buy tickets. And here's the link to the box office. So the last section that I want to include is for the Downtown Farmers Market and Concert Series. So I'm going to add in my header and then add in additional information about the event. And then since it's a concert series, I want to include an image that actually has the concert lineup. And then below that, they produced a video that I want to embed. And it's a video that's being hosted in YouTube. So I'm going to embed this video and it provides additional information about the farmers market and the concert series. So I'm pretty happy with what I've created so far, so I can go ahead and preview my story map. Now, if I had any edits, then I could simply go back into edit mode, make the edits, and then go back and preview my story map again. Once I'm happy with my story map, then I actually can publish it out. And I have two options. I can either publish it to my organization, which is my ArcGIS Online organization, or I can actually share it out to everyone. When the story map is shared out to everyone, then I can provide links to this story map on my social media sites or embed it in my existing government webpage. So I just showed how to create a story map that features some points of interest, but I could have easily created another story map about our local parks or festivals, or maybe about our long-term city development projects. Story maps are incredibly powerful communication tools that allow you to quickly and easily stand up an interactive web page in minutes. So be sure to check out the Story Map Gallery to see how other local governments are already leveraging this tool.